by followers. Honestly, it took me quite a while for me to accept that reality when it comes to social media. You're already sacrificing your morals or your principles in order to go viral or get engagement. So you clicked on this video because you want to become an influencer, or maybe you're just curious on how creating content works. Hey guys, it's Ashley. So for today's video will be the first episode of this series called... I don't know what's the title of the series. Creating Content 101. But anyway, I've been vlogging for almost 2 years now, and a lot of you guys are asking me how to start a channel, how do I edit my videos from this to this, how do I edit my Instagram photos, how I edit my Instagram stories, magkano ba dapat kinikita ng isang YouTuber, and all of the things that are connected to creating content. So for this first episode, I would like to focus more on you, the content creator itself, the influencer itself.
Although I don't really like the term influencer, I prefer it to be content creator.
And ayoko naman ipagdamot yung mga natutunan ko within those 2 years. That's why I'm gonna share it to you guys while doing my skincare and my everyday makeup routine. Okay, so since this is a no makeup look, I'll be focusing more on prepping my skin rather than spending so much time on doing my makeup. That's why I'm gonna use the Jeju Cherry Blossom Skin.
I use this as a toner that makes my skin clear and look more vibrant.
I just put a good amount of this on my cotton pad. I really love how hydrating it feels in my skin, especially because I do have combination skin. That's why I get oily on parts of my face, but at the same time dry, lalo na sa weather ngayon kasi parang bigla na lang umuulan tapos umaaraw. After the skin, I'll be putting on this Innisfree Jeju Cherry Blossom Lotion.
Now this creates a barrier to prevent dehydration that makes the skin moist, aka hydrated.
I massage it upwards to avoid wrinkles. Oh, and what I love about Innisfree, it really feels gentle on your skin, and the fact that the scent is really not that extreme, it tells a lot about the consistency or the substance of this product. Okay, so while letting this dry, I'll proceed to my first talk point, or the first thing that you should remember when you want to become a content creator, or if you already are, is that growth doesn't come overnight. Now, there are two aspects of growth that I want to tap here, and that is your growth when it comes to content creation, and number two is your followers. Honestly, I can't watch my first video ever. Like, super magkikringe ako. I'll insert a clip.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Ashley, and today I'm going to do a long overdue back to school haul for you guys.
And after almost 2 years later, you can really see the difference on how I project myself or talk in front of the camera. You know, some say that your first video is definitely gonna be the worst video in your channel, and spoiler alert, that is the truth. And may mga kilala ko na gusto nila mag-start, and the one thing that is holding them back is that they don't know what their first video is. But my tip to you guys is just do it. No matter how cliche that sounds, just do it, because there's no such thing as like perfect timing or like a perfect video that you can put out there. Because honestly, even if this is my 141st video, I believe that there are still a lot of things to improve on, or maybe someday 10 years from now I'll be cringing on what I am saying right now to you guys. But I don't care. But ito kasi yung kabuuang knowledge ko sa experience ko within those almost 2 years of creating content. And I guess I won't judge myself for that, because at the end of the day, hindi ko naman masisisi yung sarili ko if this is the best thing that I can do as of the moment. So just put your heart into it so that you won't regret the things that you'll be doing someday. Up next would be the growth of your followers. Now, this is such a sensitive topic because any content creator or influencer out there could be labeled as someone who is fame-work. Especially if you're a first-timer, mahilig ka asarin ng mga tao na ganito. Uy, influencer. Uy, yes, vlogger. Uy,
Yes naman!
as in, lalo na pagbaguhan ka, sometimes that could get annoying and sometimes it could hold you back, especially if you just jumped out of your comfort zone. But the thing that I learned about content creation and, you know, getting the followers and all that jazz, no matter how much we deny it, it's still a fact that our success is based on those. But seriously, what I learned is magiging masama lang yun if you look at it in a very superficial way. For example, this thing, I already have this for months already, pero hindi ko pa siya na-unbox because wala lang, gusto ko lang. Kuya! YouTube will only give this to me if I reach 100,000 subscribers. And another example, brands pay you based on the number of followers that you have. So, if mas marami kang followers, mas malaki yung kita mo. Honestly, it took me quite a while for me to accept that reality when it comes to social media because it could get really toxic. Like, you're always competing, always comparing, or you're already sacrificing your morals or your principles in order to go viral or get engagements. But really, I learned that when you finally detach yourself from that idea and then you know to yourself that you can produce content that goes way beyond numbers, it may or may not be in the form of numbers, but one thing is for sure, it can be in the form of blessings, that you get to touch the lives of other people, and that's what really makes the essence of making your own platform. Now I'll be putting on this InFLUeNCeR Jeju Cherry Blossom Tone-Up Cream and Jelly Cream. Okay, so what I do is I mix the jelly cream and the tone-up cream together, then apply it on my face.
Now this could be used if you want to achieve that glass skin look, so it will give you that glow without leaving any residue. Ever since this newest line of InFLUeNCeR was launched, I've been doing this 3-step skincare routine of mine before doing my makeup. Aside from the fact na super fast lang siya gawin, I swear it works super good on my face and I can feel the difference whenever I apply them.
Now this gives me an instant brightening effect that makes me skip my foundation na.
It is very lightweight and it brightens up my face without whitening or looking cakey.
The cream is white when you apply it, but later on it will adapt with your skin color. I don't know, I'll just put a comparison here on my face before and after the tone-up cream and jelly cream. Now I proceed to my 3 concealers, and yes, I use 3 because I am inspired by Bretman Rock's Fresh Face Fantasies. I'm sorry if I'm not talking while doing my makeup because I don't know, that's a talent. Ang galing ng mga beauty gurus. And then I set that with the powder. So the next step would be know how to market yourself authentically. And market meaning you have to be active in all your social media accounts, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. So if you're shy, as much as possible or little by little, get rid of that feeling because this is one way of reaching out to different types of audiences.
Oh my gosh, I published it, there's no video.
Authentically meaning we create our own reality show here sa social media because let's admit it, we post the best parts of our lives here and it's curated in such a way that we form this idealistic life in our mind. And I guess that's what makes social media really addicting to some people because you have that sense of control. Hindi nyo ba napapansin? Sobrang patok yung vlogging ngayon. Like, the YouTube community is at its peak compared to before. Mas pinapatronize ng mga tao ngayon yung relatable rather than something that is deemed to be perfect. Because people are already tired of filtered or saturated posts. And this just boils down to the point na you have to be yourself lang talaga. If nabulol ka, don't cut it out. If you mispronounced a word, don't be shy. And if people correct you, at least you're honest na you don't know everything because you don't really have to know everything, right? And you'll be surprised how some people actually appreciate that flaw or imperfection of yours. And now we will be proceeding with my brows. Now what I do is, I want the tail to be well made. Tapos yung pagdating sa inner corners, medyo messy siya para mas natural yung dating niya. Now while I do my brows, I'll be proceeding to the next tip, and that is find a niche. Now having a niche for your Instagram or YouTube channel will help you have this sense of direction. Now having a niche is... Oh. Hello? Wait! Yay! Woo! Finding a niche is important because it gives you like a sense of direction with what type of content are you gonna produce. Lalo na pag first timer ka, don't be too pressured to settle on one niche. You could also explore and then from there, malalaman mo kung ano dapat yung content na i-produce mo for your target audience. Oh, by the way, I do have like a makeup hack and natutunan ko to dun sa cousin ko who is apparently a makeup artist at, if I'm not mistaken, New York or somewhere sa US. Now, what she did with my brows is that she applied a little bit of eyelash glue para mag-stay na naka-brush up yung eyebrows ko. Now, I put a bit of that sa inner corners ng brows ko because ito yung gusto kong gawing messy. Here we go! After that, I let it dry for a moment and then I apply another brow product but just a little na lang. I'll proceed to my lashes. Okay, so the next tip is build an authentic audience. Do not buy followers. Now, I know some people who are like this. Do not ever attempt to do that because it will be really obvious for the audience Lalo na dun sa mga marunong tumingin kung paano. Also, if you seek to be credible, like have this sense of long-term credibility for other brands and future work deals with them, do not ever resort to that because you're not fooling anybody but yourself. And guys, yung mga brands naman, you don't necessarily have to have like a big audience for them to come to you. I remember when I had around 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, the first ever brand na nag-sponsor sa akin dito sa YouTube ko is the brand Uniqlo. I am forever grateful for that opportunity because I had the chance to buy my own first camera na talaga, which is mind-blowing for me kasi syempre legit na brand, na malaking brand yun Uniqlo. It's really just about putting quality content, and of course, don't ever take for granted yung mga taong sumusuporta sa'yo. So now I'm gonna proceed with my lip and cheeks. And the next and most important thing that you should remember is that you should be passionate about it. And some of you guys might ask, paano ko malalaman kung passion ko ba talaga yun? And the simple answer to that is you love what you're doing. Now, if you love what you're doing, it simply means that you're good at it. Being good at it doesn't necessarily mean na expert ka na dun. Because it's a never-ending learning process. Malalaman mo kung passion mo yun kung tapos ka na sa honeymoon phase. Example, sa pag-YouTube, first 20 videos, grabe, sobrang hyped up, sobrang on fire sila in creating content. At usually, they get disheartened or hindi na sila motivate and find excuses and reasons to stop it because they're not seeing growth on it. But the thing is, if you're passionate about something, even if the honeymoon phase is over already and all odds are against you or na-burnout ka na, you're still there doing it because you love it. You genuinely enjoy it. And that, my friends, is really an important trait when it comes to being a content creator because everything else follows. Consistency, andyan na. Kung i-wrap natin all together yung mga sinabi kong tips, it all boils down to passion, right? If you feel like you're not good at anything, well, it simply means that you haven't tried a lot of things. And I'm grateful to say that creating content is my passion. And I must say that this is the reason why and how I blossomed into the content creator that I am now. So that's it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and I hope you learned a thing or two in this video, and let me know in the comment section down below what do you want me to talk about next on this series. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye! Thank you so much to InFLUeNCeR for sponsoring today's video.